These eggs are good. What's good, gang? So I'm kind of off my regular upload schedule by a few hours. All right, this gonna have to go to voicemail because we in the middle of a video. But I'm kind of off my regular upload schedule by a few hours. So I thought it would only be right, you know what I'm saying, to do a morning mukbang video, or a breakfast mukbang, or whatever you want to call it. It's really not even breakfast time because it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but this is like breakfast for me because, you know, I spent all night in the hospital last night. So this mukbang is about how I almost lost my life. So what happens is, you know, I'm just doing my regular day-to-day stuff, and at the end of the night, I end up going to the casino. You know what I'm saying? I'm in there shooting craps, having a good time. Got some Chinese food afterwards. You know, I come home, my lady or whatever, you know, we sit on the couch, we turn on TV or whatever. And, you know, one thing led to another, you know how Netflix and chill go, you dig? So, you know, me and my old lady, we on some Netflix and chill. And, that's when the chill part came. So, you know, we doing what we doing. I know this is a little personal, but you know what? I don't really mind telling it because I'm not going to sit here and go into detail and explain to y'all what the hell was going on. But you know what the fuck going on. But, you know, we get done doing Netflix and chill. And, you know, I get up to go get a drink of water. You know what I mean? I want to go get cleaned up and stuff. Because, you know, you just can't lay there after Netflix and chill. You gotta clean the chill part up. And I'm like, yo, babe, can you come over here for a second? Like, my heart is like, it's going crazy. Now at this point, you know, we was already like done with our little Netflix and chill session for like, I want to say a good 5-10 minutes. And like, I'm just standing there and my heart is like, it's going like somebody shooting off a goddamn Tommy gun. And I'm just like, yo, this ain't right. It was beating so heavy, like it felt like it wanted to like jump out my skin or beat out my chest. And I didn't have my shirt on at the time, so I'm looking down at my chest and I'm like, you could like see the heart going through the skin like this, but it's like, so it was equivalent to me running on a treadmill, sprinting, but standing in place. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't adding up to me. So I immediately start, you know, panicking and freaking out. So she like, all right, sit down on the couch. You know what I'm saying? Use your phone and, you know, see what your heart rate is. Like, use the thing on your phone, the app, the heart rate app, to see what your heart rate is. Because she was just like, that's definitely abnormal. I was like, yeah, I know. So what happens is, oh, some good tea. I don't even need a spoon. So what happens is, I didn't have the app on my phone, but she had the app on her phone. And so she bust out the app. I put my finger on the back of the sensor and I'm checking it. The first 3 times I checked it, it won't work. But when it actually did go through, my heart beats per minute, or my heart rate, was at 165. Now, average heart rate is about, I want to say, anywhere between 80 and 95 or something like that. So mine was double. So at this point, she was like, oh, you want to go to the hospital? You want to go to the emergency ward? I'm like, no, I'm cool. So, you know, I wanted to go upstairs real quick and I wanted to wash off. And I get to the top of the steps. I get through the bedroom door, and halfway through the bedroom door, that's when my chest started hurting like extremely bad. And when I went to take deep breaths, like it hurt my heart to take deep breaths. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? I'm like, the hell with, cleaning up and washing off. I immediately hit it back down the steps. I'm like yelling like, babe, 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 I don't care what you got on. Just get in the car. I need to go to the hospital and I need to go now. I ain't put on no clothes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I basically just hopped in the car, about half naked. And I told her, don't stop at no stop signs. Don't stop at no lights. Run all that shit. Because that's how serious it was. Like, I was scared out of my life. So I'm in the car. We run the stop signs. We speeding. We doing like 70 in a 25 residential area. And my heart going crazy. And I'm just nervous. I'm scared. I'm panicking. I never experienced no stuff like this before. So what happens is I go on the phone. I start calling my kids. That's the first thing I thought about. Like, yo, call your kids. Say your goodbyes now, because if you don't make it to this hospital in time or something happened, you know what I'm saying, once you do get to the hospital, you might not never get the chance to call your kids. So my kids was the first thing that I thought about, you know what I'm saying? And I got on the phone, called my kids. I couldn't get through to them or whatever. I told her, I was like, look, call my family, call my kids, and let everybody know what's going on. And, we pulled up to the emergency ward. I hopped out. I went in, admitted myself. She found somewhere to park or whatever. And, they start running tests and stuff. These cheese eggs remind me of when my mom used to make them. But we used to call them Nene's half done cheesy eggs, because they was full of cheese and it was like half done. Like the egg was cooked so soft, like it almost seemed like it was a half done egg. But this remind me of Nene's half done cheesy eggs from my childhood. The eggs was amazing. But anyway, I get into the emergency ward. They start taking my shirts and stuff off. They gave me a gown to put on. You know what I'm saying? I'm nervous as hell. My heart hurting, heart rate still racing. They hooked me up to the machine. EKG. And my first EKG, my heart rate was still up at over 160 BPM, which was extremely high, and they knew that. And they switched me to another room. Next thing you know, I went from getting the EKG to getting an X-ray. Then I went from getting an X-ray to getting a CAT scan. Then I went from getting a CAT scan to getting another EKG. And then I went from getting another EKG to getting an ultrasound. But actually, I had the ultrasound right after I had the first EKG. So I had the EKG, the ultrasound, then the X-ray, then the CAT scan, then another EKG. Now, they didn't give me anything, you know what I'm saying, for my heart or anything like that. And they said that, my heart rate was extremely high, extremely fast. They couldn't figure it out. Now, for somebody that's young and healthy as I am, I never have like no heart problems or high blood pressure, high cholesterol, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in a perfect bill of health. They thought that would be odd. They always ask you, like, do you take any drugs? Do you drink alcohol? Are you on any stimulants and stuff like that? Like, I don't do none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do none of that stuff. And, they couldn't figure it out. They was trying to, figure out what was the cause. But needless to say, the first EKG, it was a little abnormal. The second one was fine after my heart rate had, calmed down. It went down from the first one was about 160 something. The second one went down to about 140. So it calmed down. And then, I laid there in the hospital for about 5 hours, 4 to 5 hours. And my heart rate finally went down to about 87, between 87 and like 95. And I felt a lot better, but I was like really extremely fatigued and tired. But the second EKG, you know what I'm saying, the heart rate had went down. The CAT scan didn't show anything. The X-ray didn't show anything. And the ultrasound, you know, didn't show any abnormalities or anything like that, you know. And it didn't show like an oversized heart or anything like that, because they tell you like sometimes your ultrasound will show like your heart like completely expanded and stuff like that, and your heart will look like extra huge on an ultrasound. So my ultrasound came back cool, but let me tell you, that experience right there was crazy. So I'm like, all right, so when the blood work came back, because they took blood work too, so when the blood work came back, they was like, it didn't show no signs of you having a heart attack. I thought I was experiencing a heart attack. I never had a heart attack before. Knock on wood. I hope I never have a heart attack, because heart attack runs, you know, on both sides of my family, my mom and my dad's side. And, you know, we lost a lot of family members due to heart attacks. But it showed that I did not have a heart attack. It showed that my heart was still healthy and everything. So I was like, well, if I didn't have a heart attack and I didn't have a stroke, what do you call it? So they said, sir, you are what we call a tachycardiac. Don't even ask me how to spell that shit, because I'm going to let you know now. You know what I mean? I ain't wanting to be spelling no shit called tachycardiac. But anyway, they said you are a tachycardiac, and I experience tachycardiac syndromes or whatever. No, I'm sorry. I'm a tachycardiac, and that I was experiencing tachycardia. So it was called tachycardia, and that made me a tachycardiac, where your heartbeat is extremely high or whatever. And I was experiencing you know, an episode of tachycardia. So I know that's a whole lot of techa, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But that's what it was, you know what I'm saying? So I never experienced nothing like that before. It was like ridiculously scary, you know what I'm saying? And I say all that to say, like, count your blessings, man, because one day you can be here and the next day you gone, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like I said, I immediately got on the phone. I called my kids, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously I love my kids to death, and I was already with my lady at the time, so I didn't have to call her. Had I not been with her and I was somewhere else, you know, I would have got on the phone. I would have attempted to call her also as well. But like, count your blessings. Tomorrow not promise. You know what I'm saying? Like, live your life. Do whatever it is to make you happy, because one day you can be here and the next, poof, David Copperfield, you gone. You know what I'm saying? And I immediately start thinking about all the family members that I lost, you know, due to medical problems and medical history. Like my dad right now, you know, he's experiencing heart complications, and he has a defibrillator, you know, in his chest right now, because his heart is about 40%. So, you know, that's always constantly on my mind too. And if you got like family and loved ones, you know what I'm saying, like, that you're not really in contact with and stuff like that, like, for whatever reasons you don't contact those family members or loved ones or whatever, because you might be mad or upset with them because of something that they did, or maybe the way they treated you in the past. If you really love them deep down inside, you know, regardless, like, give them a call, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they might not be here. You know what I'm saying? I know there's people in my family that don't call me. They might not be fond of me. That's cool. You know, I'm cool with that. But, you know, my thing in a nutshell is that I do call every once in a while, or I might send a text message or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't 100% exclude people out of my life. I do call to check on people and stuff like that, you know? Now, I ain't gonna be able to call and check on everybody, but everybody that's been a part of my life, you know what I'm saying, from childhood growing up to being a man, like, that's been there the most, like, I tend to call and check on those people. A lot of those people died, you know what I'm saying, RIP. I just recently lost my grandma, you know, in September. And call your family, man. Call your family. Like, call your mother. Call your father. Call your children, you know what I'm saying? Call that special auntie or that special uncle, you know what I'm saying, that had a positive impact on your life. You know, call the people that been there for you. Like, just do it, you know what I'm saying? Suck it the fuck up. Get over whatever you feeling and just do it. You know what I mean? Tomorrow not promise. Maybe it's some things that you might need to clear up with certain family members. You know what I'm saying? Like, clear the air, get it off your chest. Like, don't leave that, you know, holding that over their head or holding it over your head. You know what I'm saying? Let go of that grudge and stuff like that. And trust me, you'll feel better about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just let it go, man. Let it go. And, you know, I'm not going to keep on elaborating on, you know, the rest of what you should do or what you shouldn't do as far as family and calling people. But, you know, I'm pretty much going to end the video right there. I mean, I'm supposed to be sitting here eating, but like, this matter is just like, it's really like dawned on me a lot. And I laid in bed all morning, you know, fighting to try to get some sleep because I'm scared. I'm constantly like holding my chest, holding my heart to see if it's like beating abnormal again and stuff like that. Like, it's scary, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a young dude, you know what I mean? I'm in my 30s, so it just ain't right. But anyway, you know, you can drop down below in the comments. You know, if you had any scary life-changing events or any near-death experiences, or, you know, if you ever experienced tachycardia, and leave some comments, drop it down below. I like to hear some of y'all stories and, you know, what y'all did to overcome the situation, or, you know, what helped you get through the situation. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You know, always feel free to subscribe to the channel. You dig? You know what I'm saying? So y'all can get all kind of dope videos, vlogs, and whatever have you. And turn on that notification bell so you can be notified when I get these videos. Well, I'm sorry. Turn on that notification bell so you can be notified when I drop my videos. You know what I'm saying? So you can be the first to know, not the last. And share my shit. You dig? You know what I mean? Because your boy was almost gone. I was almost out of here. And I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm going to finish this food. That's all there is to it.